Steve, you and I jumped into something that we don't typically cover here. It's a combination of a PC and a mobile game. I went mobile, you went PC. This is AFK Journey. This has been a game that was brought to my attention, and they asked if we wanted to check it out. I took a look at this, and I was like, yo, this looks like an old school Disney charm that we have to check out. This looks awesome. And it has a lot of the mobile elements to it. This is definitely a mobile-esque first with a PC adaptation that go hand in hand. But at the same time, I played on PC, or like mobile, like I said, where you played on PC. And it's been an interesting approach how when we first started it up, where this journey took us. Steve, how are you feeling about this? I've been in a good spot with it, man. I've been having a lot of fun. How about you?
Oh, definitely. I'm having a blast with this game. I did have to mess around with settings to start off with because I had the PC version, and it defaults to portrait, which is like a big mobile screen, basically.
Yep.
And after playing an hour of this, it didn't seem right because I didn't have the options at the beginning. Because I have to say, the cutscene at the very beginning with like King Arthur and the swords, got me straight away. And then once I got into my settings, guess what? There's a full screen part on there as well. Nice. The settings, so I changed that, full screen, loving every minute of it, loving the graphics.
Yeah, absolutely. The graphics are stunning, and then you get into the animation of it all too. Dude, it all just works, right? The best part too, when you go to mobile, sometimes and a lot of times it's just text, and it feels like it's like I'm playing a text adventure game sometimes, but it's all voice acted. I'm like, there's so much voiceover in this game. I am blown away how much voice is actually created and brought to the game that it's just, it feels right. Like it's just so well done. I'm like, man, can we get this on console? Like it's just kind of, we're like this close, right? Like, can you bring this to console? I think I absolutely could, right? I think Fairlight Games has something that's really, really cool here. The story basically is the premise of you are none other than the legendary wizard Merlin, but you've lost your memory. You're not sure that you're actually Merlin yourself, and you're setting out on this journey, and it starts off with you finding out who set this wheat field ablaze, and that just goes down. Yeah, exactly, in this whole village, right? So then it goes down this political path that I wasn't really expecting to get into. No. Right? It's just this whole journey, in which then opens up into other things. But then as I'm playing, Steve, and it's got a combination of like an idle game and a text adventure game, but it was with some RPG elements. It's got a lot of this, and this together, and like I feel like we get a lot of these lately, Steve. Right? Yeah. People, we like all these genres, and we're gonna just mix them all together. This is what we have here with AFK Journey, and it is just, dude, I chill out, and I walk around the area, and then I get into a fight, which it then turns into this auto battle situation. You can take it off of auto battle, which is weird because I reached a point where it forces you to reach a certain level with your team. So as you get all these other heroes on board, you go out with your party and then you battle. Well, then the battle, you just go battle, and dude, they just go out and fight, right? And then they build up this meter. The meter is basically your ultimate. You click on that character, they pull out their ultimate and demolish everybody. I have not lost. Like it is super chill. It's super easy to get into. It is simple. There's a lot under the hood though that makes it complex. I think that's one of the biggest things going for it. Is if you're looking to get into the depth, into the weeds, there's a lot to take away from it.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say they've done a very good job transporting it to PC, and it's very mobile-esque as well. As in, even though I'm using mouse and keyboard, you have the option. You do actually have a joystick on the screen that you just left click and then just move around that way and click on to interact with people or jump on the map. But because of so much content, we sort of mentioned earlier, you do collect a lot of weapons on the way. And when you have to come to sorting out what you want to get rid of and recycling, because it's that mobile feel, everything is done for you. Exactly the same thing where you have the battle on the mobile is exactly the same on PC. Recycling all your equipment, it's for someone like me, there's a lot in this game. It makes it very easy to get to grips with.
No, absolutely, there's a lot that's presented to you, but it's also taken care of for you. So it is, dude, it fits so well on mobile. I think that's the biggest thing. Right now it's on Android and PC. I was hoping for iOS because I could put it on my iPad, but it's not available yet. So it's one of those things that it is coming in the future for iOS. So there is a, but at times I feel like it's too simple, if that makes sense, right? Because all of a sudden, if you're a big RPG fan, and recently we've done a ton of them, it is, okay, you can select, you go in and select what you want to dismantle, what do you want to cash in, sell, this, that, and the other. Here, it is just a quick button, one click, right? And just wipes everything out. That is useless, which is cool too. But I also want to be able to go in and kind of customize my character a little bit more. I can't really do that here. Instead, you go up, you go to upgrade, and you just hit the button, and it upgrades all the armor for you. Your characters don't look any different, which is fine. Your character is only like this big on screen anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But you get into these fights, conversations, and then it kind of progresses from there. Dude, it opens up too. I can join a guild if I want to, right? I can get in with other players. I can leave comments of my thoughts about the game in the game, which I thought was kind of what a mobile thing to do, which really just kind of bugged me at the end of the day, right? And then AFK Arena is somewhat present as well, where I demolished somebody and then I went back in and I got demolished myself. So there's got this PvP element and there's got the PvE element. There's a lot to take into, but it's really me looking to push the story at the end of the day, right? And see how far I can take it and see what else is happening with all these political backgrounds. And then when you get into all these characters, Steve, there's so many heroes that I just don't care, right? That's the other side of it. I'm like, I don't know who this panther-like creature is, and he was never introduced to me, so I don't really care, right? Where I've got my solid 5 almost from the get-go, and that's all I've used and pushed forward. Upgrading my character, again, super simple. Hold down the button, level up, and then one last button pressed, and then I'm done. Steve, I think we've had a great time, man. At the end of the day, what do you score in AFK Journey?
I'm giving this an 8.5. I think I love the art style. I love the decision making. It did run very smooth, even though it's kind of like the beta mode. And I just think I love upgrading my characters and getting new characters. It's a blast. So much fun. How about yourself?
I'm right there with you. 8.5. I think this is just comfort food at the end of the day. It just fits. It's easy to get into with a lot going on under the hood. And you just sit back, chill out, and go out on this adventure with this beautiful, old-school, Disney-esque art style that just instantly hooked me. And from there, the story. I'm Merlin. Yo, I'm an infamous wizard. I'm down for this. Super cool game.